Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Lost Soldier 978 here with a deck of the month video for this month. But I want to show you a couple of other decks. But this deck I really want to show you because my friend built it at locals, um, and put some ideas in it. But this deck is really good. Um, Amazingly, this deck is actually surprisingly good. If you really, I want to show you this deck because it's wrecked TELE, it's wrecked Absolute Zero, and GBs. So I want to show you this deck. This is called Rescue Gadgets. Yeah, or Gadget-Cat, Rescue Gadgets. So yeah, I want to show you this. Some of the cards that you in this deck you can take off if you want, but let's start. You have two green gadget, and they get out red gadget, and then they get out yellow gadgets. Basically, this is your mustard ketchup relish or ketchup mustard relish of the things that pretty much searches out the deck. It's pretty much standard basic gadgets. Um, Two Thunder King Ryo. I just this wasn't in the deck, but I put it in there and it works pretty well. In this deck, you just want to run two. Um, because like I said, it kind of stops gadgets. But if you play gadgets well enough, and I've been playing gadgets for a long time, so I know I work around it. So it's become a pretty good deck, and it helps that it's a beat stick and it stops a lot of the main cards in this deck. Now here comes the techie parts that makes it Gadget-Cat. Don't hate, guys. Three giant rats. Basically, it's a searcher. You can get through royal oppression, and then you can pretty much search out your gadgets. You can pretty much search out your gadgets because gadgets get their effects when they're normal or special summoned. So, and it also is a 14 attacker, and it's pretty much stalls out a lot. But more on that when I get to the more three X Saber Aeropellums. The tuner of the deck, 16 attacker. How much defense? Sorry about that. 200 defender. What makes up in its what does not make up in its defense and makes up in its attack and effect. It's basically a Spirit Reaper on steroids. You can get this off with Rescue Cat, and you can synco your gadgets and other stuff to bring out big heavy beaters. Three Dragos. This is probably gonna this is going down to one in case you guys don't know. But until that happens, until in about 2 weeks, this um, three is pretty good. You can run two or three. I recommend three because when you run gadgets and you run a lot of hand, you run a lot of cards that clog up your hand, and so Dragonia is there. You can also turn into like a level 4 or like a level 3 if you have an Airbellum in the graveyard to sync up for monsters out there. One Gores, stops OCK. Cyber Dragon, basically just a special summon and just get these cards like Gravekeeper Spies or whatever. And when it gets to this cut, this is going to be pretty ponage. Another techie card, Rescue Cat. Now this is what makes the deck actually pretty unique and pretty much do a lot because Rescue Cat, you could search it off. You can get cards like Raikou, Arabellums, and then you can just pretty much like attack them directly and just pretty much wreck them with Synchroing. Morphing Jar. This card is actually one of the MVP of this deck. It messes up your opponent's hands big time because you have your opponent. Most people like to play conservative. Most players play conservative, so they don't go all out because now that Gores and Jagudi are out. So when you attack, they attack into your Morphin Jar flip. That just ruins their play, their conservative strategy, and just sends all their cards in hand to give out, and they have to restart from the hand and start thinking over. And it gives you hand draw power advantage if you case you're down low. Gravekeeper's Guard. It stops cards like Stardust's and blocks walls for like Gladiator Beasts and stuff. You can also sync off this, so you can bring out like Arcanite or something. Raikou, Monster Destruction, Rescue Cat target, and it also destroys your opponent's back row if they're giving you a hard time. Now for the spells, you have 2 creature swaps, and usually in most standard gadget builds, this deck it runs 1, but you're not just running gadgets to help, and you're also running giant rats. So if you summon a giant rat or a gadget, creature swap them, or if you summon a giant, or you have a giant rat, creature swap, get one of your opponent's monsters like a JD Armor Master, you attack, you can get off like another gadget and just search from your hand, and start searching for another gadget, just attack. And plus this also wins duels if the right moment comes. But these cards do come in handy. Book of Moon, just pretty much it's very versatile in so many ways. It helps yourself. It can stop your opponent, but it also helps you out with your Morphin Jars and Raikus, and also as well as your opponent when you having a hard time getting through your opponent's monsters. 'Cause a lot of big monsters lack defense, and this card can help you. Heavy Storm, monster, staple, magic, spell destruction. Up rank control. This comes to the pinnacle again since I run synchros in this deck. Just use it to attack for game, and it's a game changer. I'm surprised this card is not banned, but this is a game changer and it's broken in many ways. Just pretty much change the game, or you can end the game. One pot. Since I run a lot of cards at mills like Rescue Cats, Arabellums, and Giant Rats, and also gadgets, you also want to have that draw advantage. So by adding this card, you can recycle your gadgets and your whatever you need necessary. MST, standard, monster, staple. Smashing Ground, standard, it's basic in gadgets. Enemy controller. I might run a Vortex over this, but this card has been useful because you've run with your opponent summons your go, you can just econ them for game. And I'm gonna get to the traps real quick. 2 Royal Oppressions. Since I run a lot of special summoning with Rescue Cats and stuff, I don't run 3. 2 is really good because you also run Thunder Kings as well, so it's pretty versatile. 2 Bottomlesses. Staple, enough said. Surprised it's not back to 3. Torrential, Mirror Force, and Solemn, standard and gadgets to protect your stuff. Divine Wrath. This can really stop your opponent. Like it can stop her Heraclinos, stop the Dark Arm, JDs, yeah. And Trap Dust Shoot. When you get this opening turn, it wins duels. Now for the side deck. The side deck's very interesting. You can change a lot of your cards if you don't feel like it's your style, but it's pretty much a bunch of monster removal and stuff like that. 2 Banish of the Radiance. Just basically to stop zombies and light swarms and stuff, and absolute 0. This deck runs pretty much a lot of protection. This protects it a lot. 2 Jutsu Masters, JGBs, and pretty much basically it. A Mobius, in case when your opponent has like it's like roll the career, a bunch of spells, back row, you can just throw it up. Dimensional Prisons. I tied these in because I said I have a Banisher, and I want to protect the Banisher and other stuff like that. And also gets over Stardust and stuff. And you can run 2 Mind Crushes over this. Either way, it works with it. Trap Hole, basically for Black Wings, like Kale and Collude and any other stuff. Light Imprisoning Mirror, basically for Light Swarms, enough said. Wabaku. Just for a second. Mind Crush, good with Trap Dust Shoot, and especially when your mirror matches as well, and also as well as dealing with other things. And mirror votes, basically. Extra deck. Use your extra deck a lot because it's it's versatile. So I'm gonna start with Magical Android. Family Request. Brionic. My friend let me borrow this. I was supposed to be getting another one soon, but Brionic's basically standard. When I get one, hopefully I get mine very soon. Gaia Knight, Goyu, Arcanite. Since I run Kaiku and stuff, I was thinking I might have like guards and stuff. It helps very well. 2 Ancient Fairy because this thing goes a lot for level 7. Arab Moon, Black Rose, and then level 8. You got Stardust, Red Dragon, Colossal, and my level 9 X-Saver God. This helped my friend win his top 8 match, and it really helps. It really, especially when you run Arabellums. So yeah, this is my Gadget-Cat deck. Comment, rate, subscribe. Any suggestions would be very helpful. Hope you like it. Peace, YouTube.